Welcome back to Desserts with David. We took a couple months off, but we're back again. And today we are going to make a orange cake with chocolate mountains. Our book that we're using from the library today is Bakeland, Nordic Treats Inspired by Nature by Marit Hovland. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that name wrong. First thing we need to do is temper chocolate. I've never tempered chocolate before, so we'll try it. What tempering chocolate does, it says, is to keep it stay glossy and won't melt as fast to the touch. So what we need to do, I have water almost boiling here. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it over here. You have a metal bowl. I'm going to put that on top. I'm going to put about 1/3 of our chocolate. We have 7 ounces of white chocolate. I just got white chocolate chips. I'll pour those in there. And then we're just supposed to stir it until it melts. And gets to 113 degrees. So we'll do that. It's going to take a few minutes. Okay, we are at about 113, so we're going to take it off the heat. Take the thermometer out. We're going to fold the rest of the chocolate in. Until it melts. Once it has melted, and to go back and use the thermometer again because we want to get it down to 79 degrees. So stir it until it goes down. About that down to 110. And after that, we're going to put it back on the heat once we get down. And we're going to go to heat it back up to 84 degrees. This is just the direction, way it's suggested in this book, how to temper them. I've never done it before, but I guess there's a thing called table tempering where you put it out on the table, cool it off somehow. I don't know, but we're going to do it this way. Down to about 98. All right, I put it back on, and we want to stir it, and we want to go back up again to 84 degrees. And it says it should go fast, so see if that's true or not. Okay, we're at 84. Scrape off some of the chocolate here. What we're going to do is we're going to spread it on this parchment paper. dry off. off the bottom here. Okay, take our spatula and just spread it out. And while it's still soft, we're going to sprinkle some sugar on it. Okay, we're going to set this aside and let it get to room temperature. And after we're ready to decorate the cake, we'll make our little mountains. So I'm going to clean this up, get all my ingredients together for the cake mix, and be right back. All right, so now we're going to, while the chocolate's going to room temperature, we're going to make the cake. The ingredients we need is 2/3 cup butter. I got that in the pan. We have to melt that in the pan. 4½ ounces of white chocolate, 4 eggs, 1 1/4 cups sugar. Let's see, 3/4 cups plus 2 tablespoons of buttermilk. 1/2 cup of orange juice, the zest of 2 oranges, 2 1/4 cups flour, and 4 teaspoons of baking powder mixed together. So right now I'm melting the butter. As soon as we get the butter melted here. Oh, the oven is set to 350. And while that's melting, the pan, it says to use a pan about 12 by 16 and then line it with parchment paper. My pan's like 11.5 by 14.5, so we're going to use that, something like that. But so we got that ready. So once our butter's melted here, we're going to add the chocolate and melt the chocolate in here. Set this over here. I have a plate to set them on. Okay. So we have our melted butter. We're going to add our 4½ ounces of chocolate, white chocolate. And we're going to stir that until it melts. You can use whatever kind of white chocolate you want. You can get a bar and shave it up. I just did the chocolate chips because they're easier to me than chopping up the chocolate. But if you want higher quality chocolate, you can get the bars and just chop them up, coarsely chop it up to put in here. Some of the chocolate stuck to my spatula. Okay, we're going to set this aside and let this cool off, and we'll get the rest of the cake going. So let's set this over here. Now for the rest of the cake, I'm going to take the 4 eggs and a sugar, and we're going to beat them together with our hand mixer here. Going to beat it together till it gets a little light yellow. Okay, so we got that done. And we're going to stir in, I'm sorry, not beat the ends. We're going to stir in our buttermilk. Orange juice and a zest of 2 oranges. Get that mixed together, see if our butter is cooled down enough. Yes, it is. We just don't want to cook our eggs. So stir that all together. Then we are going to shift in our flour mixture. We have, again, 2 1/4 cups flour and 4 teaspoons baking powder. So just shift that into there. And we're just going to fold this in together. Making a lot of noise over there. And stir it up. We're going to pour it into our pan. it in here. And we're going to put this in 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. We'll throw it in the oven and we'll be back when it's done to decorate it. Okay, we have our cake done here. It's cooled off. We're going to make our mountains. What we're doing is taking the chocolate and cut it into little triangles. So I've taken it off. You shake off the extra sugar and just cut it into strips. You can have taller mountains by taller strips. And you're just going to cut it into little triangle shapes here. They don't have to be perfect unless you really like them perfect. In this container for later. All right, so for our frosting, we need 1 cup of butter, room temperature, 4 cups of powdered sugar or icing sugar, and we're going to use 3 tablespoons of buttermilk. So I got those here. First we're going to whip the butter and the sugar together. So let me get the butter going here. Sugar here. Some more sugar. Put the rest of our sugar in there. And we're going to beat this until it gets kind of fluffy. You can see we're getting kind of fluffy there. Now we're going to add our 3 tablespoons of buttermilk. Okay, mix that in. piping bag here. We're going to put the frosting in the piping bag. Now, we're going to make little clouds of frosting. You can also, if you want to, it says, spread some frosting on there and add different layers if you want to do it that way. We're going to try like they did in the book here. Cut the tip off. And we're just going to make little clouds of frosting. Do them all different if you want to. Let's put my frosting down a little bit. A little bit more frosting in there. Okay. Making a mess here, but that's okay. Okay, got that. Now we'll take our little mountains. I'm just going to stick them in. Put 3 on that one. Eat that one, it broke. Okay, a couple more on here. And then I'm going to take some more powdered sugar. Just sprinkle it on there so it looks like more snow. As much as you want, as little as you want. And there you have it. You have these are orange cake with white chocolate mountains. I'm going to cut it. I forgot to grab a plate, but I got a knife here. We'll cut a piece and see what it looks like. There we go. And I didn't grab a fork, so let me grab a fork. I gotta try it. That's what our cake looks like. You can see the orange in there. It tastes really nice and orange. It's good. Okay. Again. Sorry, let me finish. It's orange cake with white chocolate mountains. The book is Bakeland, Nordic Treats Inspired by Nature by Marit Hovland, I think the author is. Okay, thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time.